Back here at the frozen tundra. That's all aluminum. Could this qualify as, could this make it past the yard inspector? I consider it clean. That's got a cord on there. Surge arrest. Okay. These are pretty much all aluminum. Just gotta take that little wooden piece off. I'll just qualify it as clean aluminum, and we'll leave it at that. Ooh, still working. Imagine, like, walking down the sidewalk. How come we don't have horns? Like, you know, like people get in the way, you know, at the mall, and you're like gawking at some hot chick's butt, and you're about to go and give somebody, you know, the heel, like, because you're going to collide with them, and then that last second you go, you know, like, come on. You've all been there, like, walking, and then, like, you're, like, gawking at some girl, and then you look straight ahead, and there's somebody right in front of you. I'm an idiot. Well, it could be made into a motor, or it could just find its way into the dumpster. Well, this one looks like it's directly wired into the house. Oh, but it has a battery backup. Perhaps it's dead. There's some channels that actually take this stuff apart. It's not making fun of them. They take it apart to, I don't know, pick at the little bits of whatnot that might be inside. But at the Kingdom, do we care about that? Not really. This is pretty much all aluminum. So that's like yeah, that's oh, just too much steel content to even get into my quality standards. I don't know. That's basically all that's aluminum. Yeah, shiz. Right. That'll qualify as aluminum. Whoa! how are you going to teach anybody anything on your channel? Right? Well, basically, they will teach you lazy or hardworking. Okay, that's all clean aluminum. And those are iron bits, more or less. Cans frozen to the bottom of the... I don't like the way that you scrap. Well, there is no one way. I scrap tons of material. So this could be for the valuables, because this is actually copper. This tube. A little plastic gun down there. It will remain that way, and it will remain as such. Why? Oh, I got hammered, man, by somebody on my channel. It really drove people crazy, that blue bin, when it was filled with those radiator ends. Sure, I could pick away at this. If I was a micro scrapper, I definitely would be doing that. So I'm not making fun of y'all. If you're into micro scrapping, go at it. To squeeze every last half penny out of that, you possibly can. More power to you. I don't engage in such practices. What are you doing? See, I got hammered though by a commenter. What am I doing with my time that is so valuable that I don't have time to go and take apart the radiator ends? Good question. Well, I have a family, and I choose to not be lonely all the time. And like here, do you see any people around here? No, I don't see anybody around here. No, nobody around here. I don't really like to be by myself all the time. So, some of you guys like to be solitary animals, and that's okay. This is frozen to the ground. Me, I can take only so much. Actually, it's welcome for a certain amount of time, but then after that, I don't want to be by myself. That's all. It's that simple. Frozen to the ground, just like I predicted. I hear a racket over there. I'm very careful when I'm making these videos, like somebody coming up on me and shouting, "Hey!" So that's all aluminum here, and it's all frozen to the ground. Let's see how this door worked out. I don't really like the idea of keeping it open that much, because I don't want wildlife getting in there. But I don't see any tracks. Is that animal footprint, or is that just drippings? All right, didn't freeze shut. Just a quick twist of the key in the lock, and It opened up. Well, let's see if the door is froze to the ground by keeping it elevated. Nope. All ready to rock and roll. Look at that. So, I took my subscribers' advice. See? Can't always say, oh, you know, you can't tell them anything. So, I kept it elevated about an inch or so, maybe 2 inches. So this is getting permanently bound to that because all this has got to melt still and it will refreeze. And it'll only keep getting higher and higher. As this is the lowest spot in this entire place. And the land pitches back a good 5 feet or so in elevation from over there to over here. And that's like just 2 inches down. It's like rock. It's really thick, hard rock. You would need a powerful machine. You'd have to rent something to trench that out. And then the other problem would be things that leak oil, etc. The pollution would end up going into the river, and I don't want that. So there's so many reasons why I won't do it. I won't trench this out to the river. Just won't do it. I don't need that kind of problem. I don't need an oil slick on the river. So let well enough be alone, right? Or let well enough be, or whatever. So for all you guys that say I don't pick the noodles off, I do when they're not on there, like brutally on there. It's like these. I guess Scrap Farm has a video, I didn't see it, where he took something, I believe it to good old Bert, to figure out how to get the pennies off of. See, this is aluminum too, this end right here. The ones that I scrapped, they were steel, like this one right here. And the steel ones, see how I got all that extra on there? The steel ones are much more difficult. These will not come out of here unless I do something heroic, like I take a Sawzall and run it down on the edge. So therefore, these ones had possibilities to be saved. So that's why I saved them. See how easily I just dropped that and a piece of copper came right off of there. So that's why those things didn't get scrapped in that same bucket the way I did with other ones. Still piled high right here. Still only one guy doing all the jobs. Got a family. I've got a kid. I gotta take her to school sometimes, so she doesn't take the bus every day. The wife is unemployed, so I'm like running around like a madman right now. Sometimes, because I'm all hard up, running against the way that I really like to do things. Sometimes running small scrap loads to the scrapyard. Okay, so this thing got disconnected somehow. This thing that I got from a Cruiser Mac. Oh yeah, I think I might have unplugged it the other day when that bad weather was coming. And when all the electricity underwater there. See, that cord's frozen now. I'll never get that out of there unless it melts. And with that, we will see each other in the next scrapping video.